Today, I'm going to share with you 3 things that I did not do in order to get shippers as a freight broker. Yes, these are things I did not do. And I will be honest, I consider them to be a complete and utter waste of time. Time is that asset that we can never, ever get back. So you do not want to waste time, particularly as a freight broker startup. Okay. So here's my notes. All right. Number 1 on the list of 3 is I did not chase prospects. So what do I mean by that? If you find yourself calling the same prospects 5 or 10 times a day, or you find yourself emailing a prospect every day or multiple times a week, and you're not getting a response, I hate to break the news to you, but you sound desperate, okay? And nobody likes to buy from a desperate broker. No one likes to buy from anybody who's desperate, okay? You have to position yourself as an authority. You have to position yourself that your time is valuable. The lesson you have to learn from this is that you have to stop trying to convince people that they have a need, okay? If they don't have a need, then there is no sale. Your job as a salesperson is to find the people who have a need and then fill that gap. All right. So do not chase your prospects, because when you chase them, guess what happens? They run. Okay. It's not a surprise. Just like anybody being chased, they run the other direction. But when you stop chasing, you will actually magnetize and draw prospects to you when you do it properly. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, I did not focus on co-brokering. I didn't focus on trying to find other brokers that I could co-broker my loads with. Why? Because 95+% of the time, it is going to be a waste of time, probably more. In my opinion, it is a complete waste of time to focus on co-brokering. If you are a new broker or a new agent, you need direct shippers. You need to have relationships with direct shippers, manufacturers, producers, distributors, importers, exporters, people that actually make and or ship goods. But you do not want to waste your time on co-brokering. I see this big dependency where people are reaching out to other brokers to try to co-broker their loads. Can it work? Sure. But it's kind of an anomaly. It's a unique situation. It's not the way to build a successful freight brokerage. So if you think you're going to go out and set up a bunch of other brokers and co-broker relationships and you're going to build a highly profitable freight broker business, I got news for you. Probably not going to happen. You need direct shippers, which means you need a system, a proven system, in order to go out and get direct shippers in any market conditions. That's the reason why I put together the Freight Broker Sales Accelerator, right? That Freight Broker Sales Accelerator program, you can get on the wait list. It's on the screen right now, freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist. That's where I take that piece of my brain and I transplant my best freight broker sales strategies, tactics, tools, but most importantly, the freight broker system, sales system that allowed me to do over $200 million as a freight broker, but has also allowed many of my clients to go on and build 6 and 7 and even 8-figure freight brokerages using those same tactics, strategies, and systems. All right. So if you want to get on the wait list, you can check it out. It's sold out right now, but you can get on the wait list and you'll be the first to get notified when a new spot opens up. Okay. So that's that part. Okay. Number 3, listen, hold tight. This is an important one. Okay. I did not focus on being the cheapest. All right. And by the way, hold tight, because I've got 2 bonus tips that you definitely want to hang on to. What you have to understand is the vast majority of the time, the reason why you're getting objections or the reason why you're not getting loads from prospects is not price, it's trust. Okay. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I don't care if you're the cheapest person out there with the cheapest rates and you're willing to lose money on every shipment, which would be stupid. But if you're the cheapest person out there, if they don't trust you, they won't give you the freight. The higher the price, the more trust you need to build. The lower the price, the less trust you need to build. Just imagine if you had a testimonial from a shipper that you've done business with that says, hey, with Dennis, we have to pay a little bit more on the front end as price, but we get a lot more value on the back end. I don't know what we'd do without him. Thank you, Dennis. Something very simple. Just imagine having a testimonial or 2 or 3 or 5 testimonials from customers that say that. And imagine the power of leveraging that social proof. Imagine the power of leveraging those testimonials in your sales cadence, in your sales process, in your sales dialogue. So that's number 3. Now I got 2 bonus tips for you. Those are the 3, but here's the bonuses, okay? Here's number 4. I did not spend all day on social media posting 5 times a day. And that includes LinkedIn, that includes Twitter, X now, that includes all the different channels. I did not sit there and post all day long on social media. Why? While I'm a big believer in leveraging tools, particularly like LinkedIn, it takes time and energy and resources to come up with good ideas and interesting concepts and hooks for your social media posts. So I did not waste my time posting 5 times a day. I think the best strategy is kind of a 2-part strategy. You should try to post at least once per day on LinkedIn, something that's highly relevant to your target market. The goal there is to position yourself as an expert, a valuable resource, to start engaging with potential prospects and potentially start some conversations that could lead into your sales process. The second part of that, after you've posted once a day, right, some quality content once a day, what you want to do is you want to engage with other influencers and with other content within the ecosystem. So if you're on LinkedIn and you're in the steel industry, you want to try to tap into and find influencers that are posting on LinkedIn related to the steel industry, related to the produce industry, related to whatever your niche is. So you want to tap into their network and start commenting and engaging with their content as a way to enter and position yourself in the conversation, because prior to that, you're not any part of that conversation. But if you can make some meaningful comments, ask some good questions, add some insights, people are going to start seeing your name regularly. They're going to start following you. They're going to start connecting with you, and they're going to start asking you questions. And again, that's the beginning of how social selling works. Okay. So that's number 4. And then number 5, hold tight. This is an important one, okay? This is one that really annoys me, and it should annoy you. And if you're doing it, please stop. Please stop, okay? Because you're doing way more harm than good. It is, I did not spam shippers or prospects via email or LinkedIn with automated software. There's a lot of software out there for automated emailing and mass mailing. There's a lot of software out there for automated LinkedIn messaging and connecting with LinkedIn, prospects or people in your niche, but it's automated software. I did not do that. That to me is exactly what it is. It's spam, right? And nobody wants to be spammed. Can you do cold email? Can you send connection requests to people? Yes. But what I want you to do is, rather than taking a one size fits all and thinking that you're going to be able to send one sales pitch to 300 or 500 or 1,000 different people via email, which is going to be a very low return on your investment of time and energy and resources, what you're better off doing is customizing that approach to each individual prospect. Okay. So rather than trying to take a one size fits all and using automated software, what you're better off doing is customizing that approach and sending out 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 messages a day, whether that be through LinkedIn or whether that be through email, whatever the case may be, by gathering sales intelligence, gathering some data, and creating a compelling sales hook that allows you to stand out from the crowd, allows you to differentiate yourself from the other people out there that are just spamming and hoping, right? You've heard it before, you'll hear it again. Hope is not a winning strategy. Going out there and just throwing a whole bunch of up against the wall is not the secret to success, okay? So those are my 5. I was going to give you 3, but I gave you 5. If you guys want to get on the list for the Sales Accelerator, the link there is on that screen, freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist. It's a 8-week freight broker sales coaching program where I coach you and teach you and mentor you on my best strategies, tactics, tools, my entire freight broker sales system that allowed me to do over $200 million as a freight broker. And again, you can get on the wait list. You'll be the first to get notified when new spots open up. It's a VIP group. It's a very small, tight-knit group that we work very closely with. I personally do the coaching and mentoring. So don't worry, it's coming from somebody who has a lot of experience and has been blessed to have a lot of success in the industry. But if you are looking for Startup training. If you're new to the industry and you're just looking to get your legs under you, like you need to figure out your niche, you're looking for, you need to understand how to do load boards. You need to understand how to get your freight broker authority or get hired as an independent freight agent. You can check out freightbrokerbootcamp.com. That's my startup program where I've trained over 10,000 students since 2009. We've had students and clients in 16 different countries, and we offer a 60-day, 100% unconditional money-back guarantee on that startup program. So listen, if you guys are curious, make sure you check it out at freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Thank you for being here. Click the like button, comment down below with your questions, and I'll see you next week.